The forest was dark, too dark. The trees loomed overhead, their branches intertwining to form a canopy that blocked out the sky. The air was thick with the scent of damp earth and decaying leaves. Every step she took seemed to echo in the silence, as if the forest itself was holding its breath.
Its edges are crumbling. The map, old and fragile, seemed to disintegrate a little more with each passing moment. She could barely make out the faded lines and symbols that marked her path.
She shivered. A cold wind howled through the trees, sending shivers down her spine. The forest seemed to whisper secrets, its voice carried on the wind. She pulled her cloak tighter around her, trying to ward off the chill that seemed to seep into her very bones. The map was her only guide. She had to find the place it marked. It was important, more important than anything she had ever done. The map spoke of a hidden treasure, a secret that had been passed down through generations. Her grandmother had entrusted her with this mission, and she couldn't let her down. It was important. The weight of her responsibility pressed down on her, making her steps feel heavier. She had to succeed, not just for herself, but for her family.
Her grandmother had told her so. The stories of the forest had been passed down through the generations, each one more terrifying than the last. But her grandmother had always spoken of the treasure with a glint in her eye, a promise of something wonderful. She had to be brave. The forest was testing her, pushing her to her limits. But she couldn't give up. Not now. Not when she was so close.
Rana pushed through the undergrowth. The branches and leaves seemed to reach out to grab her, trying to hold her back. But she fought through, determined to reach her destination. Thorns tore at her clothes. But she didn't stop. The pain was a reminder of her mission, a sign that she was on the right path. She had to keep going, no matter what. She had to keep going. The map was very old. It had been in her family for generations, a relic of a time long past. The symbols on it were mysterious, their meanings lost to time, but she knew that they held the key to her success. It spoke of a secret,